Hey guys, welcome back to my craft room. So I've been going down the rabbit hole of Sheetload of Cards by Call Me Crafty Al. I saw her on the Craft Roulette. Well, they do live streams on Facebook, but I saw it on their replay on YouTube. And I saw about her Sheetload of Cards, and now I'm hooked. But the thing is, I don't typically work with 12 by 12 anymore, do I? So I had to kind of put my own spin on it. And I'm going to be doing some 6 by 6s with a 12 by 12. I think I've got the math all done in my head, and I figured we could kind of go with it together, and that way, if you guys are using your 6 by 6s as well, maybe you can follow along. Now I'm using the Down on the Farm paper pad. We have lots of greens, yellows, and reds. I feel like the green actually might look pretty great. But I'm thinking the red is where I'm going today. It does have two different sides. It has a gingham, large gingham, and it has a small gingham. For the 12 by 12, I am going to cut it at, first off, let's come down here and do a 3/4 inch. Let's take this guy off real quick. We don't need him. Let's cut off a 3/4 inch strip. Now I did play around with the measurements a bit, so they might be strange. And I'm also doing them rectangularly. Well, alright, so now we're going to do 3 3/4 of an inch. I hope this works out. If not, we'll salvage it somehow. So 3 3/4. Oops. I moved it a smidge. There we go. Now we're going to do 3 of these. 3 3/4. Oh shoot, I did something wrong, didn't I? No, we're still good. I am doubting myself. Oh, well, I didn't need to do that. Alright, so we've got 3 of those, 3 each of the 3 3/4, and now we need to come in and do a 3 3/4 of our strip. So we've got a square, 3 3/4, and 3 3/4. Now that's going to leave us with a 3 3/4 by 4. No, by 3 3/4. By 3/4. So that's going to be a strip that we use later. But we have our squares. So this is going to give us 9. Oh, hold on. Good thing I didn't cut right then. So 3 3/4. I mean, I guess this is kind of, it's going to be repetitive. And then we have our extra strip there. 3 3/4. 3 3/4. I would have just done it on my own and then brought it to you guys, but I don't want to make that many cards. This is already making so many. So that is our, what did she call it? Our A. Now we need to move on to our 6x6s. I think we're going to go with this guy right here, the roosters. Come on. And also, oh wait, we have more roosters. Let's just go all roosters. What do we say about that? That might just make it easier on us. So I'm going to need, how many? I guess 3. So I'm going to need 3 sheets of roosters. I don't think I have 3 sheets of roosters. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. That's awesome. I feel like the Echo Park is going to go really well with this. And the roosters are kind of omnidirectional, so I don't even have to worry about that. Heck yeah. Okay, so we need our 3 3/4. This is where it's at, the 3 3/4. And then we need 1 1/2. 1 1/2. And we get 3 of those. And then you have your extra, wait, no. We shouldn't have an extra. It was the little sidebar. Our little strip there confused me. We could use that though. 1 2 3 4. Oh, we get 4. My bad. Did I just do something wrong? Oh no, that's right. I was looking at my hash marks, not the actual squares. So, 3 3/4, right down there. Save your scrap piece there. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. Ooh, I am so excited about this. Oh my gosh. Mainly because I'm using up my 6x6s still. Because that's my goal for this year, using up my 6x6s and buying more 6x6s. Let's not talk about that. So that's 8 right there. Oh shoot, this is the dilemma now. I thought I only needed, let's wait on that guy. Let's go back to our 2 strips here. So that's going to give me 8 cards, but I have 9 of these, which realistically I could save that for a different card. We'll see. Let's play around with this and we'll see. Alright, so now this is a 2 1/4 inch strip right here. That's our leftover. And we're going to need a 1 3/4 strip of this guy. One 1 3/4. Now this, this actually works out pretty great, how this is. Because it does have that backing of just red, because that's going to be a mat that we're using. So now this is going to give me 6. So I could go ahead and cut another one, which will give me some scrap, which I love scraps. If you guys don't love scraps, oh, I just realized you can't even see the bottom of my my trimmer. Okay, so this is 1 3/4. 1 3/4. 1 3/4. And again, a little banner. So here's 6. We are going to go ahead and cut this guy. So 3 3/4. Sorry, I know I'm going like back and forth, but once I actually figure out like top notch what we're doing, I'll just have all the measurements down below if I can. Or follow along. I mean, it's pretty much repetitive. So 1 1/2 is our next measurement for this side, just like before. And we do have that extra little strip here. Yours might not if you're using a different paper pad. So that goes here. And then we have this guy here, which is our 1 3/4. So that'll give us 9. Nine of those. Extra piece. Alright. So we have A. We have B. We have matte. These are our cut-aparts. This is why I picked this one. It made it so much easier to just think about what I was doing. I think most Echo Parks have these kind of cut-apart sheets. I have seen 12 by 12s do them. It might be a different dimension, but these are 2 by 1.5 rectangles. If you don't have these, you could use just white paper and make your own with sentiments and stamps. I do have 3 of these. I think everything's going to be pretty much in 3s, except for these guys. We have 8, if I remember correctly. No. We have 4 times 3, so 12? Wait, what? That's not right. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay. So we have 9 of everything except 12 of those, which I'm not too mad about because we can put these on the inside. Or put them in stash. You know, I love that. I love that idea. Alrighty. The not so fun part is putting all of these, or cutting all of these little guys. I guess I could pause you and come back. Give me 1 second. Let me finish that guy, and I shall pause you. Just so you don't have to keep on trucking with me here. Okay, we're back. They're all cut. So depending on how many cut aparts you actually cut apart, you'll have as many as you want. Alright, now we've done our strips. So we have B, we have A, we need our C, and we have our matte, we have our cut apart. So we just need C now. C is going to be all of your leftovers. She has hers as being 4 1/4 by 1, but I'm going to be doing 3 3/4 by, I think I'm doing 4 inches because it's going to be a whole 12 strip. That's the little strip that we had left over, our little 3/4 strip, and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. And that's going to give us 3 strips. Now you could go in and keep cutting more, or you can just use your scraps, because I have these 3/4 inches by 3 3/4. It's not going to go the whole, you know, extra. It's not going to go over, but it's also not under. It's the exact measurement of your different papers. So I feel a little bit more better about that, but also you could go in and cut more. These are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So you would need to go ahead and grab another scrap or something to finish off your cards. But I think my thought process is What if I use my little guys here and I do, oh come on, we'll just do 4 inches of this. Let me make sure. I'm deciding, well, I guess if I'm using the check here, it doesn't matter because it's omnidirectional. So if I do 4 inches, that'll give me 1, that'll give me 9 actually, because we use the little strips. Of course, it's not as thick, so 4 inches. How long are these? Is that 4 inches? Heck yeah. So that was from our extra. Hoo hoo hoo. We've got 4 inches if you have the branding strip. Heck yeah. Look at that. It might not fit correctly, but we're using up scraps, and that's my that's my love. So of course we've got our, well, I've got 10 bases here because I just cut and scored 5 sheets of paper of 8.5 by 11. So we've got our card bases. I will go ahead and do one with you guys, and then I will come back on after I do everyone else, all the other cards, because some of them will be different. So I could do this guy, or I could do this guy. I think I'm liking this big check a little bit better, but also I can mix it up. We have enough cards here that we really could mix everything up like crazy, and I love that. And also she did bring in her corner rounder. I'm not yet sure if I want to bring that guy in or not. I might play around with it, but first let's just go ahead and build this just like how it would be if we didn't do anything special. We just use our normal parts, bits and bobs, like that. Let's bring in, should we do a plain red, or should we do, see, I'm thinking that'll be fine, because that's where we're putting our element, isn't it? Am I gonna mess this up here? We'll do this guy, and then we'll see how it looks. So he goes the whole length, like that. And now we have our mat here. Let's go ahead and pull in, do I want to do the sentiment and, ooh, that one might be pretty cute. Ooh, I don't like the red on red, never mind. Life is better with chickens. I think that one's pretty appropriate. And I'm kind of debating if I want to pop some of them up or not. Let's make sure we're not crooked here. We don't want crooked chickens. If we just put that guy right there, I feel like it needs popped up, guys. What do you guys think? I think it's fine if you don't pop it up, but alright, now hold on, let me, she did some banners right here, which I feel like would, this guy kind of needs it. He needs a little something. So I have a bunch of extras here. Now I could just do that guy. 2 of these, I don't know. Let me grab my little scissors. Yeah, I think he needs another one. I'm not sure. Do I want both of them to be? I think it's because my element's so small compared to hers. Well, let me look. Yeah, everything's kind of miniaturized. Let me look here. It's not too bad. Okay, so she does her sentiment on her banner. And mine, no, I feel like that actually looks pretty fine though. I do feel like we need something up there. I feel like we could pop it up, but for this one, let's not. Just for the sake of doing everything normal, or just the base, I guess I should say. And I think she puts hers a little bit higher, but because I'm covering that hole, oh, actually, I guess I could go this way a little bit more, just a touch. I feel like we could get away with some blue. Not that kind of blue. I don't know, I don't think I have any dark blue. I have purple. The gold doesn't look too bad. What's the yellow? No. No, 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 no. No. Yeah, I think I need something up there, but I haven't decided yet what. I mean, I could go ahead and call it. Ooh, the orange doesn't look too bad. That's the thing, everything doesn't look too bad. Alright, I'm gonna call this, I mean, you could call it done. Oh, there's your card right there. I do feel like it needs something up there. So, I'm gonna come back with all of the other guys done and show you what I make. And I'm done with my 9 cards. I'm trying to remember. I think I did like 2 each of kind of the same design, and then let me pull out the first one we did. So we did this one together. I ended up finishing it off with some blue, navy blue hearts. I thought that gave it a really great look. If you kind of follow the same designs and stuff, you may be left over with these, and also if you use the same paper pad. I do have quite a few little bits and pieces left over, but also I did not decorate the insides of my cards yet, so all of these could be used, and then these could be used for other cards, really. But that's the one we did together. I then went ahead and kept with the Life is Better with Chickens. I used the strips here. This was the 4-inch strip. I just turned it to the other side, and I inked it with some black ink, as well as the little sentiment focal point there, and then the navy hearts again. I made 2 of those. I then switched over to a rounded corner. I used the red strip, kind of like how we did with this guy, and I used the Barnyard Bunch image cut apart, and then I used some green little paper or sticker dots. And again, I made a second one of that. I made a third, but it is slightly different. I used a scrap black piece of, I think it's probably, I would probably say maybe an inch, maybe half an inch. It's not very big, let me say. So these are 3/4, so that's probably, yeah, it's half an inch. But that's the only difference, is the black. And I did turn it into a banner piece. I thought that might be an interesting take on that. And then again with the rounded corners, I used the blue check, and then I did inking around the red mat again, and then I used some green sticker dots. I thought the blue played really well with the car, and then the green with the green of the stalk of the corn. Again, the same. And I was able to get a third of that without any substitutions or anything. I thought I might do like a hello sentiment right there. I haven't decided yet. I feel like it would look good with or without, but I might decide later on if I want to do that. So here are the different cards. So this one is a different variant, I would say, on this guy. This one's a little bit more extravagant with the banners and the extra heart. But those are my 9 cards. So in reality, I guess we could separate them into 3 piles. So if you wanted to, you can, if you wanted to keep going with the cut-aparts, you just gotta make as many sets of these as you want. I love this sketch, or is it technically a sketch? I don't know what she actually calls them. But yeah, that is how you make your variant on the Sheetload of Cards March edition. And all of the leftovers if you're using the same kind of method, I guess. But of course, you can put them on the insides. So there's not really a reason to have scraps, but if you do. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me while I showed you my sheet load of my 6x6 variant. Alright guys, I hope you're having a crazy day, good crazy, not bad crazy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!